let's do this. Okay, so here we have the Atlas limited edition jumping mech in all its glory. We have a slew of parts here. So first off, we have two jumping platforms. We have a platform that these two things go on. I'm actually not going to be using this one. I'm going to be using a flat hex base since this is going to be used on maps. We have a hip joint, two legs, two covers on the hip joint actually. We have the main body, laser cannon for the side here. We have two jump packs, or well, one is a jump pack and then one is just a standard back. Then we have the head on the side. We have an arm. We have a claw for the left hand. And we have two right arm parts and two different hands for the arms. So it's really up to you what one you want to use. But I am going to be using the closed fists on this side and the arm for the bend, just because it has a little neat little notches here. And then I'm going to be using the jump pack for the Atlas. So let's start off by getting the legs onto the hip joint. So since this is going to be jumping, the only thing that's going to be supporting the mech is these two pieces onto this base. So we want it to be so it doesn't matter how we have the mech, if it's even standing still or not, if it's even standing still or standing flat. So let's just take the base. This single part here will be facing towards the front, and then this back cover here will be facing towards the back. This does set in there, and then it also does set on the mech does set on the stand as well. So want to do some glue on the outside as well to get it to set in place. Okay. Next we'll start out with the legs. Notice that this is a standard walker design. This one's actually bent outward a little bit, and then this one's actually just hanging down straight. So be sure you get a good handle on this one, because once you get the covers on here, it's going to be pretty difficult to change things on here. So yeah, be sure that these set in very nicely before you set the covers. Also make sure you have this set the right way, because it looks like I almost set that backwards. Okay. You can see that's kind of going backward a little bit. But it doesn't matter, because the mech is going to be, the legs are going to be in the air anyway. We'll set up the other side. Okay, and then I'll reset the other leg. Because I bet when I put on those jump jets at the end, it was probably going to get in the way, so good thing this actually came off. Okay, now that we have that semi set up, we'll put on the rear jump pack. This actually won't go on directly on the back. There's actually a small outline right here, and just sits down right here. We're going to take a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue down here, and what the heck, just make sure we have a bunch in there, and then we'll attach it to the back. And this should go in pretty solidly. So next up we'll attach these hip covers, which you'll see that these are actually do have a notch on here, and the notch will actually be going upward. So don't want to put too much glue here, because there isn't much for it to glue onto. So it just sets on like this. And we'll do the same for the other side so we can actually hold this thing in place. So this one's even thinner, again the same inset, and just a little bit of glue. Can't use too much. Be sure not to get it all over. Oh, no. Be sure not to get it all over you. Now we'll attach the arms. So be sure to do test fits on here and file them down just in case they don't stay in very well. Be sure to have a little bit on the outside because this will sort of go flush on the model. You want this, if it's in the middle of a jump, it's probably going to be targeting an opponent, so be sure to have the arms extending outward. Wipe off excess glue here. And then we'll attach the other arm. Notice that I did go with the bent one. This one will actually go up. This one will actually be doing the gangster pose, so it's actually going to be going out. It's actually facing outward at an angle, or facing forward at an angle. Okay. Now we get to the smaller parts. There's the fist. So we'll attach the head on here. There's only one way there. You can put the head any number of ways because it's circular, but you want it with, of course, with the face outward and then the satellite dish upward. So it should rest along here, and you can even dump some glue in here just to get the jetpack sealed up. This is shaping up very nicely. Now we get to one of the lasers. This one actually goes in reverse, where the larger end is actually outward and then the connector piece is actually the small piece here. Just the tiniest bit of glue to make it fit in the hole. And then we'll attach the hands. So, of course, the whole reason you can tell it's the left and right hand because the thumbs are up for each different way. So you'll want to put the arms on with the laser on the top. So, and just attach the hand. This one's a ball joint, so this is going to take some time to set up. Okay, we'll finally get to the other hand. And another ball joint, so this will be some time. Then we'll finally get to the jump packs here. So I am going to use the base here just to get everything set on here, because these do go together, and this should be there's a flat side here and a flat side here. So they actually should be going up. The jump jet should be going away from the Mac. So I'm gonna stick the first one in, and then we'll line it up for the second one. Okay, and then we'll stick some glue on here and on the side. Stick some glue there and there, just to set it in place. And set them together. And then finally we'll stick it onto the hex base here. So these do go flat on here. You'll notice there is a small outline for these. But we're going to be sticking it on the hex base because we're going to be using it on the battlefield. So we'll just take quite a bit of glue here and just land it on the hex base, making sure it's facing a hex edge, making sure the model is facing a hex edge. So this is going to be very top heavy, so I definitely would suggest putting it off to the side and then waiting a while for the glue to harden up. Alrighty, and there we have our completed limited edition Jumping Atlas, ready for primer at the end of 25 minutes of recording footage. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that very informative. Please like the video if you like seeing it. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Please leave a comment or a suggestion in the comments section if you have any mechs to request. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.